I can't. I mean, it's so hard to believe that this is happening in America. Like, when I was a kid, I did not think that this kind of propaganda and this level of just complete bullshit would ever happen in my lifetime. I have been studying stuff like this in history books from Soviet Russia and from Nazi Germany and much of Europe leading into the Second World War, just because of how interesting. I'm like, oh man, it's so interesting that they'd lie to their people, and how does propaganda work? How does it, how does it spread, and what does it look like? What does it look like? That's what I wanted to know. I've been to this famous bar in Prague called Propaganda Bar. It's pretty cool. I've got pictures of it. Maybe I'll find that and include that in the end of this video here. But in the meantime, I have to show you this video. This is one of many, but I want to make a video all about the state of the mainstream media and how shitty it is. Okay, so again, if you are a truth seeker of any kind here, you need to be able to see through some lies. But I want to go a step further. Rather than just sharing and trash talking, I have a call to action at the end of this video, so please stay posted. But let me just start this, and then we're going to talk about it, because it is hilarious. I mean, just listen to this guy. Like, do you really think that this guy's informed and wants to inform you on facts? I mean, it basically looks like he just looked at a picture of Vladimir Putin and just said, oh, what? Hillary stated what? Who said what? Okay. Now let me extrapolate and make some shit up and, lie for, like, an hour.
Oh, boy. We got a bit of a bombshell over the weekend. In fact, several, about how the Russians might have tried to affect the outcome of our election. Now, a lot of people are amazed by this. But if you follow the election, my answer to whether the Russians were trying to interfere with our elections is, of course!
Oh, see, every video I see that has this guy, Cenk, whatever his name is, he's so ugly. He's this fat toad, like his face is, I'm sorry. Okay, I've got to cover up his face while I talk. Like, he starts every video with, like, making it seem like his opinion is not only a fact, but that everyone believes it, and that it's common knowledge, and that you should already know it. Make sure and catch that, okay? Because I want to share some more about that in a minute here. All right, here we go. Some more.
The question is how. And
of course, he wants to be... Oh, the question is how. So, of course, you already know that, but let's talk about the details, because I like to share details and not just complete hearsay and bullshit. That's not true. He just wants to talk about bullshit and lies, but he's trying to appeal to the logos, the logic. The logical person wants to know about this. Okay, so let's go on.
So, the current outrage is about how they hacked into the DNC emails, Odessa emails, and perhaps the RNC emails as well, but they didn't send those out. Because they think it's Trump. I actually am more worried about whether they hacked into the voting booths.
Okay, just to reiterate, there is zero evidence actually at this moment in time that the Russians hacked anything. There is zero evidence. Zero. It's still just the mainstream media and Hillary herself telling the same lie over and over and over again until it's believed. And if you don't believe it by this point, then you must be a truth seeker, or they want you to know that you're an idiot. They want you to think you're an idiot. That's how it works. All right. Let's go back in. I lost my place, sorry.
Boosts and the voting system overall.
Wait.
Of course! The question is how. And so the current outrage is about how they hacked into the DNC emails, the Odessa emails, and perhaps the RNC emails as well. They didn't send those out because they favored Trump. I actually am more worried about whether they hacked into the voting booths and the voting system overall. Now, I'm going to get back to that in a second.
Okay, so as you should already know, thanks to Jill Stein, Hillary Clinton's money, they did do a recount, just so you know. And all the voter fraud that's been found has been in favor of Hillary so far for the most part. And also, they've found that a recount has proven there are more actual ballots for Trump that were not counted. Anyways, going on.
I think that's a much more important issue. But first, let me give you the news from this weekend about the hacks that we knew about, but now have more context on. Intelligence agencies, according to the Washington Post, have identified individuals with connections to the Russian government who provided.
This is important. He's got actual written. He's got something that's written, so it seems like a fact, right? But guess what? It's written by the Washington Post. Okay, so again, this is bullshit.
WikiLeaks with thousands of hacked emails from the Democratic National Committee and others, including Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, according to U.S. officials. Those officials described the individuals as actors known to the intelligence community and part of a wider Russian operation to boost Trump and hurt Clinton's chances. In fact, the senior U.S.
I would really like to know exactly what else is included in that article because, again, it just sounds like it's coming straight from, like, a Hillary supporter. Like, anyone would love to just spew this kind of bullshit.
U.S. official told the Post, it is the assessment of the intelligence community that Russia's goals here was to favor one candidate over the other to help Trump get elected. That's the consensus view.
Okay, before I let you go, look at this. They don't give any details anymore. They're on the ropes. They're so desperate. They're pathetic. It just says senior U.S. official. Like, what the fuck is that? Senior U.S. official. Like, if I have a YouTube channel and I'm old and I've been talking about politics for a long time, does that make me a senior U.S. official because I'm an American? I mean...
Some people are saying, well, you know, how do they know that? But it was right out in the open. First of all, Trump said during the campaign, hey, Russia, why don't you hack into Hillary Clinton's emails more and tell us all about it? He said it in front of everybody.
That's kind of bullshit. Okay, so it feels like you're treating. It feels like I'm taking crazy pills. You know what I mean? I mean, everyone, all levels of the mainstream media are all saying the same shit. And this guy, literally, just the other week, he talked about something called Sandy Hook, I think. That's old news to me. That's 2.5 years old now. And if you know what you're talking about, you've got a lot of evidence supporting the fact that that was staged. Literally. I mean, what kind of false flag even needs a dress rehearsal? Apparently that one did, because there were civilians involved. Anyways, that's just one little thing. Anyways, so again, going back to what he's talking about right now, he's literally completely making shit up right now. Like, Trump never said those words word for word. He did say things like, oh, like, are the Russians bad? No, I have no interaction with them. I've never met Vladimir Putin. I've never been to Russia, etc., etc. He's just making shit up because he thinks most of his audience is uneducated and stupid, and he is a propaganda artist. I don't know if he actually works for the CIA himself. He might. I don't know. Let's keep watching a little bit. We're just going to go on a little bit longer.
Secondly, the Russians had and
he's struggling so bad. Look at him struggle. He's trying to make shit up.
And WikiLeaks and none of the others had any other information about Donald Trump.
Okay, so if you know micro expressions, I like to look into the stuff. Something people do when they're telling the truth or trying to recall something is sometimes look up to the left. I don't know why it is. If you're right-handed, you look up to the left. If you're lying, sometimes you look up to the right. But if you're lying, you might also look down to the left if you're right-handed. Which way did you just look? Let's take a peek.
WikiLeaks and others had any other information about Donald Trump or the Republicans they leaked at all. They were only against Democrats. Now, I want to be very clear here. No others had any other information.
Okay, so he's just looking at a piece of paper in front of him. But nonetheless, I mean, listen to him struggle. It's pathetic.
The Russians had and
I'm done. I mean, it's like just like 5 or 6 seconds of him making shit up, being like, the Russians had just science. People agree with me.
And WikiLeaks and none of the others had any other information about Donald Trump or the Republicans they leaked at all. They were only leaking against Democrats. Now,
guess what? It's because the Democrats have the most to hide. It's that fucking simple, I'm sorry. It's because you're a bunch of lying, fucking evil people for the most part. For the most part. Keep that in mind.
I want to be very clear here. I think what they leaked was interesting and newsworthy anyway. So it's not to say that because the...
Okay, so this is a part where he, again, is trying to appeal to your logos, your logic, being like, oh, he is even-sided. He is looking at both points here. Anyway, so if you know how critical thinking works, most of the time when you're trying to convince someone else of your viewpoint being like the correct one and why it's correct, you typically are supposed to try to appeal to 3 different ways that the brain works or likes to think about things rationally. It's one, the Greek words, Latin words are pathos, logos, and ethos. Ethos meaning ethics, so is it right or wrong? Logos is your logic, and pathos is your emotional. So obviously, he's appealing to at least one right now. He's trying to anyway.
Russians leaked it, we shouldn't discuss it. That's a totally separate issue. But were the Russians on Trump's side? Well, they praised him throughout the campaign, and he praised them, and he said basically that he doesn't mind the Ukrainian and the things that we...
This guy looks like a crybaby. I'm freaking done. I don't even want to watch anymore. Anyways, okay, here it is, guys. I've been talking about something I have in the works for a while. I'm going to put that on hold just because I realize it's a project that's so big and I have so few people listening to me. I've been reaching out to some people and I haven't gotten any hits, honestly. So I'm going to put that on hold, which makes sense. But what I do want to do is make a call to action. This is just one of many great videos out there that is evidence that the propaganda is real. Not to mention, Congress actually passed a bill saying we're going to use domestic propaganda. That happened this last week. Some people are talking about that right now. Check it out. So yeah, it's now legal to use full-blown, unadulterated propaganda. Yeah, so more than ever, guys, us people that call ourselves truth finders, we need to band together, unite, keep posting videos. Like, I'm not making a dime on this shit. I don't plan on monetizing unless I can somehow magically get like 10,000 subscribers or something, which I have like no audience right now, so that's not happening. But I'm gonna keep making these videos because we need to work together. We need to keep talking about this. Don't let it go away. And on top of that, we need to actually make a difference. And this is what I want to do. This is my call to action. Everyone, we need to boycott. I'm talking full-blown boycott the Young Turks, as well as basically anything that Media Matter touches, anything from the mainstream media, basically all of it. We need to not give them any views, even on YouTube. I mean, they need to have zero that they can like show for, you know what I mean? So if you like listening to some of these things, why don't you just YouTube it and then listen to it through someone else talking about it. Don't actually watch the real videos. I'm dead serious. Like, this is what they're trying to tell you to do, not watch propaganda, and I'm saying it right back at them now because they are propaganda. And the thing is, giving them views also gives them power. It gives them legitimacy. If we can shut them down, encourage everyone like, shut that shit off, watch people talking about it analytically on YouTube and such, with some context to what they're actually saying instead of just pure lies without question, you're going to get more truth, I think. Anyway, I'm going to play this a little bit longer and then let's just shut this off because this is complete garbage.
And we should let them do whatever they want in Syria. Of course they prefer Trump.
Of course.
It's not a breaking news story, if you ask me. Now look, other intelligence officials have concluded that they did this through the hacks and they connected it to Russian...
He's doing it again. He's making shit up. Look at him. Look at him. He's got no fucking clue. Like, he's making shit up. Do they go live? I don't know if the Young Turks even do anything live anymore. They used to when they had more people, but it's just him now because they have no fucking audience.
Officials, well, that is news, and that's more evidence of what appeared to be happening right in front of us. Now, there's a little bit of note of caution on that too, though. Let me give you that. In the same article in the Washington Post, they say intelligence agencies do not have specific intelligence showing officials in the Kremlin directing the identified individuals to pass the Democratic emails to WikiLeaks, a second senior U.S. official said. Those actors, according to the official, were one step removed from the Russian government rather than government employees. Moscow has in the past used middlemen to participate in sensitive intelligence operations, so it has plausible deniability.
Okay, so throwing around a word like plausible deniability makes you sound a little bit intelligent at least. But guess what? This is still coming from the Washington Post, and all they keep citing is U.S. officials. Who the fuck are these people? I mean, are they CIA agents? Is that your official? Is that what it is? Is it Anderson Cooper? Huh? Who is it? It's like we're working with infants here. Anyways, if you've seen the movie Idiocracy, I'm happy to say I don't think it's wrong. I'm happy to say I think it's wrong. I think people are getting smarter. I think people are waking up in droves. The scale of the propaganda that's coming out is such complete garbage and bullshit. It's just kind of pathetic. The Young Turks also had a video. Actually, I'm going to close this right now. I think I've probably got some time to show you another video. Let's see. Let's show you the other video of the Young Turks talking about Pizzagate, I think. The Young Turks. Let's actually look at this because it's going to be very similar to the last one we just watched. I can guarantee it. Watch this. They're not going to show you no real evidence.
Bringing it down for you guys. Quote Huffington the Post, just give you the background on it, and then I'll tell you what's actually happened. Washington, D.C. police on Sunday afternoon detained a man.
Why do they only quote the Huffington Post? It is complete bullshit.
And armed with an assault rifle at Comet Ping Pong. That's a popular pizza restaurant in a busy neighborhood of the city. Why the hell is this guy gun going into a random pizza shop? Maybe it's just, one of hundreds of gunmen that go into anywhere in the country.
Hundreds of gunmen? He just pulled shit out of his fucking ass. Like, I can't even deal with this guy right now. Chink. This guy's retarded. Let's give a dislike. Yeah. So, just want to show that every video I've seen from them has almost just as many dislikes. They have way too many views, though. So, again, I'm calling to action. Oh, they do have live shit. That's terrible. Should go tell them to F themselves. Oh, this needs way more dislikes. Look at this. They need way more dislikes. That is not cool. Anyways, I'm done listening to this piece of shit. Anyways, again, everyone, we need to start a nationwide boycott on this shit. We need to go. Feel free to go to their channel and give them a dislike if you go at all. But even just showing up on their site for even a moment still actually gives them a view. The numbers do go up, even if you don't watch it to the end. So keep that in mind. Let's work together, people. Let's put an end to this bullshit propaganda. I'm done with it. I could elaborate on why it's so important we do this, but it's important we try to do this. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is Destination Truth. Have a good night.